splines. So splines are keys which are made integral with the shaft. So on the left side, this is a shaft basically. So on the periphery of the shaft, splines are cut. So this is spline. This shape is spline. This is first spline, you can say. This is second spline, third spline, fourth, fifth, and like this. How many splines are there on the shaft? 6 splines are there. Now the shaft is circular, but it's on surface. There are some teeth type shape. Some teeth are there, and teeth are having some profile. It may be involute profile or it may be some any other profile. So here we are asking this as a spline. So this spline is now working as a key. Key is used for transferring the power from the shaft to the hub. So this is the shaft. On the shaft, we have cut these splines. The number of these splines depends on the power to be transmitted. So here 6 splines are there. Similarly, on the right side, it is a hub. So on the hub, there are splines cut. So this is spline 1, spline 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 splines are cut on the hub also. So after the assembly, this shaft and hub, due to this spline, there is some axial movement of the shaft is possible. Axial movement is possible. But when the shaft rotates, the hub also rotates. So power is transmitted, motion is transmitted from shaft to the hub. So this type of arrangements are known as splines. So splines are keys. ये इस तरह की कीज हैं which are made integral with the shaft. है ना, shaft के साथ ही integral है, integrated है. And they are used when there is a relative axial motion between the shaft and the hub. So torque transmitted by the spline. So this is the formula that we will derive today. How this formula comes. We will derive this formula, finding the torque. So in this diagram, the capital D is the major diameter, or you can say outer diameter. So capital D is the outer diameter. Small d is the inner diameter. So if I subtract capital D minus D, capital D minus D, so I will have this area and this area. Okay, ध्यान से देखिएगा. If I subtract capital D minus small d, then I will get this area. So this area is in contact with shaft and hub. When after the assembly, so this area is in contact. So this area is under pressure. So PM is the pressure coming on this spline. So pressure is coming here also, pressure is coming here also. Pressure is coming on each and every spline. And on this spline also, all these 6 splines are under pressure. So we will study on one spline, and then we will multiply the forces or the area divided by the forces or area by the number of splines. So let us work for the one spline. So for one spline, this area is given by, so area is given by D minus D divided by 2. This is one portion, this is one portion. So only this portion is D minus D by 2 and multiplied by length of the shaft. So this is the area which is in contact with the shaft and the hub at one spline. Okay. So if I multiply this area by the pressure, then I will get the force. So force is nothing. It is the PM multiplied by area. So I can say it is PM multiplied by D minus D by 2 multiplied by L. So this is my force generated. Now this force, if I multiply this force with the radius of the shaft, है ना. So there are two radius now. One is major radius and one is minor radius. One is major diameter, one is minor diameter. So first I will find the mean diameter. So mean diameter is given by d plus d by 2. It is the mean diameter. So if I want to find the mean radius, then mean radius is given by mean diameter divided by 2. So it is d plus d by 4. So d plus d by 4 is the mean radius. So if I multiply force by the mean radius, then I will got the torque. So torque is nothing. It is the multiplication. It is the product of force and mean radius. So just putting the value for force, the value of the force is Pm pressure into d minus d by 2 into length of the shaft. Correct? Length of the shaft. So pressure into area. So this is the area of one spline. So there are n number of splines. So n is the number of splines. Here it is 6, but I am taking a general value n. So I am multiplying it by n. So it is the total area. I can also multiply n here. So d minus d by 2 into L into n, it is the total area which is in contact with the shaft and the hub. And this total area when multiplied by pressure will give you the force. So this is the force multiplied by mean radius, and mean radius is d minus d by 4, d plus d by 4, that we have found d plus d by 4. Now after solving, 4 to the 8, so it is 1 by 8 Pm ln d minus d into d plus d is a square minus b square is d square minus d square. So 1 by 8 Pm ln d square minus d square, it is the torque produced in case of splines. So I think this is the formula that is written over here. 1 by 8 Pm ln d square minus d square. So 1 by 8 Pm ln d square minus d. So we have derived it. And just memorize this formula, and it is also given in the data book. So if a numerical comes on the splines, then we will use this formula. So here again, d is major diameter, small d minor, L is the length of the hub, n is the number of splines, and Pm is the permissible pressure. And this pressure should not be greater than 6.5 Newton per mm square. So sometimes if the pressure is not given in the question, then we can assume Pm equal to 6.5 megapascal. We can take this assumption if it is not mentioned in the question, and we can proceed the question by taking this assumption. So formula is derived. Now we will solve a numerical on the splines. Then our key chapter will be finished. So splines are also the keys. है ना, ये भी key हैं. Splines are the type of keys which are integral with the shaft. ठीक है, थोड़ी सी बात कर लेते हैं type of splines पर. So there are three types of splines. First one is straight sided. Straight sided. तो अभी हमने जो फॉर्मूला डिराइव किया है, mt equal to 1 by 8 Pm ln d square minus d square. This formula we have derived for the straight sided splines. This is straight sided. All the sides are straight. So it is a straight sided spline. Second one is the involute profile. It is an involute spline. So here the term addendum, dedendum, module, all will come in the picture. Module, addendum, dedendum, all will come into the picture. It is involute spline. And third one is serrations. Third one is serrations. So three types of splines are there. उत्कर्ष गोयल क्लास में है क्या? उत्कर्ष गोयल प्रेजेंट हैं? संदीप राजपूत सुन पा रहे हैं?
यस सर.
हाँ, उत्कर्ष गोयल हैं क्लास में?
सर उत्कर्ष पता नहीं.
चलिए
सर है उत्कर्ष, लेकिन उनका माइक बंद है.
one है ना. So Utkarsh is doing some project है ना. So in that case these corrections are important. That's why I am asking. So there is no issue. Three types of splines are there: straight-sided, involute profile, involute splines, and serrations. Okay. Now we will solve a numerical on that to find the concept or to understand the concept of splines. So splines are designated in this way. है ना, जैसे की को हम डिजिग्नेट करते थे B by H by L, है ना, जनरल कीज having width, thickness and length. And splines designation, spline designation is somewhat different. In spline designation, what we take, suppose minor diameter of the spline, major diameter of the spline, and length of the hub. You can say length of the hub, or you can say LH. LH is the length of the hub. So here minor diameter, no, it is not correct. N is the number of splines, then minor diameter, then major diameter. This is correct. NDD. So N is the number of the splines. So here 8 is the number of the splines. So N equal to 8. D is the minor diameter. So D equal to 52 mm. And capital D major diameter is 60 mm. So designation for the spline is NDD. And general key is BHL. So 852/60 spline connection is used for the gear and the shaft assembly of a gearbox. The splines transmit 20 kilowatt power at 300 RPM. Okay. The dimension of the splines are as follows: major, minor, spline. ठीक है, ये तो given है, ये designation से ही पता लग गया हमको ये तो. Permissible normal pressure on the splines is 6.5 Newton per mm square. So it is given, and that we also can take assumption if it is not given. The coefficient of friction is 0.06 between the shaft and the hub. So calculate the length of the hub of the gear. So you have to find the length of the hub. So we are having formula mt equal to 1 by 8 pm ln d square minus t square, that we have just derived. So just see in this formula, pm is given, it is 6.5. So I can write 1 by 8, 6.5. L is the length of the hub, which is the unknown. Length of the hub we have to find. So it is the unknown. Number of the spline is given 8. Major diameter also given 60 mm. Minor diameter given 52 mm. So right side only L is unknown. On left side torque. So torque can be found by power and RPM. So torque is 60 into 10 to the power 6 into power in kilowatt divided by 2 pi n. I am using capital N because a small n has been used for the number of splines. So for the RPM I am using capital N. So it is 60 into 10 to the power 6 into power is 20 divided by 2 pi, RPM is 300. So just solve it, find the value of mt in Newton millimeter. तो जरा ऐसे solve करके बताइए कितना, how much value you are getting for the torque. संदीप राजपूत solve करिए.
31,830.
हाँ, digits में बोल दीजिए.
31,830.
Okay.
0.98.
0.98. क्रॉस वेरीफाई करिए क्या ये सही बता रहे हैं. एक बार मैं कर लूं. 60 10 to the power 6 into 20 equal to divided by 600 pi. So this is, मेरा तो कुछ अलग आ रहा है. आप लोग करिए जरा, एक जना कोई और करिए, वेरीफाई करिए इसको. 60 10 to the power 6 into 20 divided by 600 pi. ये तो मेरा 636619 आ रहा है.
Yes sir, 63
हाँ
वाला
सर,
है।
वो 20 का मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करा है मैंने लास्ट में,
हाँ, so
किलो
this,
वाट का।
okay,
Yes, sir.
चलो ये पता लग गया, that is good. तो फाइनल वैल्यू इज 636619.77 न्यूटन। ओके, सो टॉर्क कैन बी फाउंड। अब देखिए लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में टॉर्क है, तो टॉर्क की जगह पे हम ये वैल्यू लिख सकते हैं 636619.77। अब इस पूरी इक्वेशन में, इन दिस इक्वेशन ओनली द अननोन इज एल, सो एल कैन बी फाउंड। सॉल्व कर दीजिए, व्हाट इज एल। सब लोग अपने कैलकुलेटर चलाएं, कैलकुलेटर लेके बैठे हैं हमेशा क्लास में, मशीन डिजाइन में, है ना। यूज योर कैलकुलेटर, फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ लेंथ ऑफ द हब ऑफ द गियर। सो एल इक्वल टू, जिसका भी आंसर आ जाए मुझे बताइए।
109.30
109.30 unit is millimeter,
मिलीमीटर।
because we are working in all the things in millimeter and pressure has been taken in Newton per mm square. So 109.30 can be rounded off to 110 mm. Yeah, so answer is given at the last. This is the answer. So answer for length is 110 mm. So our answer is correct. Okay, so one part is complete. Second part is the force required for the shifting the gear. ना, force required, you have to calculate the force also, है ना। तो चलिए सेकंड पार्ट को भी करते हैं। तो आई एम जस्ट क्लियरिंग, कोई डाउट तो नहीं अभी यहाँ तक। लेंथ ऑफ द हब बड़ी आसानी से निकल गया। जस्ट जो फॉर्मूला हमने डिराइव किया है दैट वी हैव यूज्ड, सो आई एम जस्ट इरेजिंग इट। नाउ वी विल वर्क ऑन द सेकंड पार्ट। सो सेकंड पार्ट इज द फोर्स रिक्वायर्ड फॉर शिफ्टिंग द गियर। सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द फोर्स, ठीक है। एंड फोर्स, टॉर्क इज गिवन बाय फोर्स इनटू मीन रेडियस, ये तो सबको पता है। टॉर्क इज गिवन बाय फोर्स इनटू मीन रेडियस, राइट। सो फ्रॉम हियर यू कैन फाइंड फोर्स इज mt by rm, you can find force mt by rm. now mt is available to us, है ना, we have already calculated। तो क्या वैल्यू आई थी mt की, जरा बताइए। 67 कुछ आपने नोट किया होगा। हाँ, अभी फर्स्ट वाले पार्ट में टॉर्क वैल्यू कैलकुलेट हुई थी, तो टॉर्क की वैल्यू कितनी थी?
सर 636619
636619.7724,
.7724।
77 ही ले लेते हैं,
ओके सर।
4 डिजिट तक, अपॉन मीन रेडियस। सो मीन रेडियस इज नथिंग, it is d plus d by 4. So capital D is 60, small d is 52. So it is 60 plus 52 by 4. Solve it. How much is the mean radius? 60 plus 52 divided by 4. कितना आ रहा है? 28 mm, है ना? So mean radius is 28 mm. So I am just dividing it by 28. So force is how much? 636619.77 divided by 28. So how much it is coming? बताइए। 22,736, ऐसा कुछ आ रहा है? चेक करते रहिए वैल्यूज को। 22736.42 unit is Newton. So this is the force. This is the force. Okay. Now, because there is coefficient of friction is given, so that's why friction mu times F, and P equal to mu times F. P is the frictional force that the question is asking to us. So mu F is given by 0.06 into 22,736. Solve it. 0.06 into 22736.
1364.16।
माइक म्यूट रखिए। 0.19 Newton. So this is the answer. So answer is given 1364.19. 1916, no problem. It is 16. हमने यहाँ point छोड़ दिया है ना. So that's why some accuracy is there. So second part is also complete. So in this way we have completed the full design of the key. All types of the key we will discuss as per the syllabus. So in the next class we will discuss. So we will start the coupling. In coupling there are so many types of coupling. Oldham coupling is there, Hooke's coupling is there. So many types of coupling. Some couplings are useful for connecting the shaft which are parallel to each other. Some couplings are useful which are when the shafts are inclined to each other, having some angular inclination between them. And when shafts are collinear. So generally rigid coupling and the flexible couplings are used. So as per our syllabus of machine design, we will cover the rigid couplings and flexible couplings only. The Oldham couplings, Hooke couplings that you have already studied in the subject theory of machines. So in machine design, we will focus on the design of the rigid coupling and design of the bush coupling. Bush coupling also known as flexible coupling. Some flexible elements are used. So we will go one by one. So I think 2 classes or 3 classes are needed to complete the coupling. And then after that 3-4 classes or 6 classes for spring. So in the next class, be ready for the coupling. Assignments submit kar dijiyega. I have got only 3 assignments till now. Tushar Gupta, Sandeep Rajput and Rahul. Only 3 students have submitted the assignment on this shaft. And I have evaluated those assignments also. And I have given the marks also. So please submit your marks. These marks will be counted during the TA marks evaluation. So don't forget to submit your assignments.
Excuse